And here we go. We are back once again in Civilization VI, picking up a little bit ahead of where we left off before, at an interesting crossroads, right? America, Mr. Theodore Roosevelt, aka Teddy, I ain't gonna respect him no more. He's asking for a trade. He's asking for some diamonds for 30 turns in exchange for some coal and a little bit of gold, but he also wants my spy. And I don't know why I would give him my spy. That seems a little bit strange. So I'm gonna go ahead and refuse that deal. You know, but I'm a little bit upset still that America did discover my initial spy. He had a name, but I didn't pay attention to it, so now he's lost in time. My dreams of giving birth to MI6 have been crushed. All right, there's really nothing I could have done to save that spy. I don't know what that was that just got destroyed. I think it was a galley from 5,000 years ago, but I'm not really worried about it. And I just got a great person that I can claim from the atomic era. This is a great admiral. Apparently, I'm the only one with boats, so we're just gonna recruit it. I don't even know what it does. I think it's giving passive buffs to everybody. Yeah, +5 combat strength, +1 movement to atomic and information era naval units within 2 tiles. Unfortunately, I don't have any naval units in those eras, so we're at a strange point right now. But before we talk about the state of the game, let's put our archaeologist on this tile and have him start doing some digging. Boom. Dug out a tile. We got a Eureka. Your knowledge of combustion has advanced considerably. So I believe he just collected an artifact. Your archaeologist needs to decide which civilization's artifact he wants to return to his museum. So I guess on the next turn, our archaeologist is going to have a decision to make. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, the state of the game that we're in right now, it's interesting because I'm seeing all the mistakes that I've made over the course of this playthrough in full force now. I'm seeing every single error that I've made. I'm realizing all of the poor decisions that I've made and all of the things that I could have done better. So let's take a look. Your archaeologist Haley has discovered an ancient battlefield littered with items from England and barbarians. The discovery appears to have been buried since the ancient era. Choose which nation's artifact to uncover from this site. I guess I'll recover my own artifacts. And it is a mask. So look at that. Your civilization has produced a great work. So there we go. And look at that. We're generating a little bit of tourism now. So this is our first step towards becoming, towards taking over the world with culture. Though, I gotta be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure we're too little too late on actually getting a cultural victory. I don't even think we can win the game at all, because America is generating so much more tourism than I am. Everybody is generating more tourism than I am. And even the scientific victory is going to be lost to Gandhi. He's got 50 technologies researched. He's very close to nuking the planet, I can imagine. The only real chance that I have of actually winning this game would be to take over the planet, which is very possible, but I don't think it's likely to. I don't think it's going to go down that way. But we'll see, man. We'll see. There may be hope for the financial victory yet. Maybe I'm just being a little bit pessimistic about the way things are going currently. But, you know, we'll have to see. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a lighthouse in Mare Wist just so we get that population cap, that housing cap to 11 instead of 10 so that it will grow in 7 more turns. And Plymouth only has a population of 1. That's a little bit sad. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm seeing all the mistakes that I've made now. You know, it's hindsight is 20/20, and this is definitely still the main reason that I don't make any sort of guides for Civilization, is because there's just so much of the game that I really don't understand. And France Miss Catherine de Medici is telling me that there are games being played here on so many levels. Girl, I already know these people are playing games. Half the world has denounced me. You know, and now Japan is making demands. Why would he? Why would he just wants my diamonds and my gold? No. And he's looking at me surprised. You know, this playthrough is degrading. It's going downhill very fast. There was a point when why is everybody asking me for diamonds? What's going on here? What the hell is going on here? I feel like all the nations have gotten together and they've agreed, like, okay, we're gonna ask England for some diamonds, and if they don't give it up, we're taking it over. I'm a little bit worried at the moment. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like there's been some sort of council established that I wasn't invited to, and some bad things are gonna happen in the future. I mean, oh gosh, I don't like where this is headed. I really don't. Because my military is lacking very severely at this point. Let's take a look at the charge. I'm leading in the domination victory, and apparently I do still have a larger military than everybody. My military strength is higher than everybody else's, but a lot of these other people have some pretty advanced technology that I'm like, some of my units are a stage behind. I could upgrade them, but I'm spending my upgrades on different things at the moment. So I'm in a tight spot, and I'm a little bit worried. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be perfectly honest. Now, in our last episode, we were taking a look at Big Ben, and it was taking us like 60-something turns to produce it. But what I've been doing is, as my trade routes are finishing up from other cities, I'm diverting them all to Sheffield, and that's giving us some extra production. And it's, you know, and obviously by having more production, we're reducing the amount of time it'll take to build things. So it may wind up, we may actually be able to build Big Ben in a reasonable amount of time if we keep diverting more and more population in that direction, in that way. Okay, so my spy finished up doing his little counterintelligence thing, and he didn't, like, nothing happened. Like, I didn't catch anybody. So at this point, I could just, keep him on counterintelligence duty. I could keep Whitney on counterintelligence duty, but I think I'm going to try my luck again with America. I'm going to go ahead and confirm placement in Washington, and I'm going to try and steal some more art. Because screw it, that's why. And as for our archaeologist, there aren't actually any more sites in my main cities that I can dig up, which is unfortunate, because I really do like the idea of actually digging up archaeological sites and finding stuff. I think this is actually pretty cool, but apparently I don't have to be within my own borders to dig stuff up, so it looks like we just found another artifact. Your archaeologist Haley has found the remains of a barbarian camp dispersed by Leventa. The discovery appears to have been buried since the ancient era. After some study, it's been determined that this artifact is from Leventa. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so it's the stone tablet created by Leventa. That's pretty cool. So now we actually have 2 artifacts. This archaeology stuff is like, it's just cool. It's simple, but it's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're just gonna be running around digging up artifacts, man. And the little backstories that it gives, it makes it feel like the stuff that happened in the ancient eras was actually like a thing and not just random. And I don't like the look of what you've been up to. What would your friends think of this information? Apparently Catherine doesn't like me because we have a different government type. So once again, we are back to the status of being denounced by everyone except for my wifey Gorgo. So unfortunate, yeah. End of the world, no. Bruv, I've already been denounced by. This is fucking ridiculous. You know, this is the problem. You know, these people keep telling me I'm a warmonger, but it's just not. It's not the case. You know, but if you keep telling me that I'm something, I might start believing it. And, you know, I don't know. maybe I should just be a warmonger. Maybe I should just take over the freaking planet. End this the right way. You know, it's because it's. I don't know. I'm not gonna declare war on everybody. I'm not gonna do that. I want to, but I'm not going to. Also, I just realized I'm currently in the modern era, right? I've got skyscrapers and things, and my people have sufficiently advanced to pretty much the stage of the world that we are in currently in the real world. But for some reason, my traders are using throwbacks. They're using camels. And I'm not quite sure why my traders have not advanced towards a new tech, towards vans. I don't know why they still feel the need to ride around on camel-pulled wagons. Maybe that's the most efficient way to go. It's definitely preventing greenhouse gases, but who knows? All right. Well, you know, I may be at a loss as to what my next move should be. I'm definitely not. I'm not feeling as enthusiastic as I was in the past because I'm lost at this point. But we are finding artifacts and things. Your archaeologist, another barbarian thing from Leventa. Choose which nation's artifact to uncover. Let's do Leventa again. It is a mummy. I got a mummy. Looks like a cat. Boom. So we got 3 great works. We got 3 things in our archaeology museum. We're generating 9 culture and 9 tourism from that. Now here's the thing. We are actually inching slowly but surely closer to a cultural victory. You know, we're catching up to America. But I think it's too little too late for that. I don't think there's any realistic chance of me getting the victory conditions that I actually want. Hear what you have to say. So this is interesting, man. So I guess this isn't the question of the day or anything, but to anybody that's played Civilization and played numerous Civ games to their completion, what was it like when you completed your first Civ game, or when you got to this point when you're like 150 plus turns in and Gorgo just hollering at me for no reason? You know, what was going through your head when you got to this point where, or did you even get to a point where you start to wonder, can I actually win, or can I actually you know, is it possible for me to win without taking over the world by brute force? You know, because that's the position I'm in right now. I can definitely keep going. I can definitely, you know, keep micromanaging my guys and keep letting stuff build out and slowly but surely, yada, yada, yada. But what? I can't walk through Levent? Oh, damn it. All right. But I'm worried that I can't win.
Do not tahoe.
Houston, we have a very serious problem. The one person that's refused to denounce us throughout the ages, Gorgo, has finally declared war on us, and she is no doubt going to send a relentless army across our land, so we're going to have to rush to defend ourselves from her attack. This is a bit worrying, but we're not going to worry too much right now, because now is the time for the question of the day. Why do you play video games? For me, it depends completely on the genre. First-person shooters, it's competition. I play to win and also to have a little bit of fun. For strategy games, it's definitely all about the relaxation and trying to give my brain a little bit of exercise, seeing if I can come up with the ultimate tactics and min-maxing and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun, but it also calms me down after a long and busy day. And the second part of the question, do you like to drink while you're playing video games? And I kind of do, man. Sometimes it's fun to sit back with your favorite beer and just have a little sip while you're playing Titanfall or Civilization or XCOM or whatever you happen to be playing. So there you go. I guess I should have called it the questions of the day, but in any case, the name of the game is Civilization VI. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.